Welcome to Belk, official retail department store of the SEC. With department stores in the Southeast, we get your passion. We know it's more than a game, it's a way of life. And part of the modern Southern lifestyle we deliver every day. At Belk, you'll find new looks from the best brands like Michael Kors, Fry, Free People, Under Armour, and more. All at great prices you'll love. The fashion you desire, the value you deserve. That's modern Southern style. Experience it today in store or at Belk.com.
Welcome to yet another highly questionable week. We've been doing them for about 7 years around here. He seems to have been around here for about 9 or 10 of those years. Izzy, what do you like on the show today?
Arguably the most controversial quarterback of my lifetime, Nathan Peterman.
Oh, no. Dale, papi.
What do you expect to be the impact of Nike's ad campaign with Colin Kaepernick?
They're going to do it very well. It's going to have nice touch on it. It's going to feel like the cause is slightly cheapened when you use it to sell sneakers. But the idea that this company has decided to support financially and now emotionally Colin Kaepernick, this company, after signing a 10-year partnership deal with the NFL, telling the NFL, we don't care about what your stance is on this. We're going to use this stance to sell sneakers. That's good for Colin Kaepernick. Even if it's not good for Nike in the long run, even if it doesn't sell very much, it's still very good for Colin Kaepernick.
I think it's way more than just a sneaker ad, obviously, and I think you think that too. But I don't think it cheapens it at all when you consider people probably have to ask themselves this question. Why is the company making millions and billions of dollars, hand over fist, all of a sudden raising that fist in a unified, controversial protest, which they don't have to do? You mentioned they signed a contract with the NFL for 10 years. They could go all patriotic on us and create that type of ad, the easy ad, if you will, and say, hey, let's ignore all the other noise. Let's go together into this NFL season. And instead, they chose to do this. And if people then ask themselves that question and actually educate themselves about this cause rather than focusing on a kneeling or an American flag, then again, it's doing more for this cause. And Nike isn't just some company. Nike's a part of Americana. Nike has taken political stances before, a little easier ones, but has taken political stances before. I think this is a little bit more than a sneaker ad, and I think it helps the cause.
A couple of things worth noting here is that Adidas and Puma were also having conversations about this in the event that the Nike contract lapsed with Colin Kaepernick. But the idea, again, that this corporation in particular is taking the most controversial stance it's ever taken with its ads. It's got to be worth something.
Oh boy, do you see the other ads that Nike came out with? There is one of them that I really like.
What's that? Oh, look at this. Wow, that is not what I was expecting there. Beefcake. Wow. Beefcake. Why is he so angry? Look at how good his body looks. Why is he seething? Why is he brooding?
Did the Raiders totally botch the Khalil Mack trade?
I have been talking for 5 years on the radio about, are the Raiders for real? There is one thing I know about the Raiders, and it's not even Amari Cooper anymore after the season he had. It's that Khalil Mack is excellent at defense, that he is as unblockable as anyone in the sport not named Aaron Donald. They didn't botch the trade because they need a lot of different stuff and they got first-round picks, but they may have lost their locker room when they trade the one known thing that we knew about the Raiders, which is Khalil Mack is excellent at defense.
You know a little bit more. You know a little bit about Derek Carr, you know about their coach, but frankly, this is the one piece that they could get these types of pieces in return for. I understand the fans, the Oakland Raiders fans, are always setting their expectations way high, but the realistic expectations here weren't really that high. If you set that out there, that trade bait out there, and say 2 first-round picks for anybody on almost any roster, you're going to take that, especially when you don't have Super Bowl aspirations this year. This is a team that's moving to Vegas. This is a team that might be as loaded as the Seahawks from a few years ago if they use these picks right, and will be doing so in Las Vegas. They could be the best story in football. People will forget about this Khalil Mack trade pretty quickly.
Oh, please, don't do that.
Don't do what? What are you praying?
Oh, please, don't let the Bears be good. Otherwise, I won't be able to put up with Wolfbound, you know?
Oh, that's right.
Don't let the Bears be good.
I was going to say, what a waste of God's time, but no, that's a worthy thing to pray about, I believe.
How worried should the Steelers be that Le'Veon Bell might actually not play this season?
Do not mind that I was putting on my glasses when we started taping. Do not mind that his name is Le'Veon. And last year, he didn't need any practice at all to be ready week 1. You got Pouncey for the Steelers being very comfortable saying he'll be here Wednesday, and we will use the hell out of him on Sunday. They shouldn't worry about this. Le'Veon Bell wants to miss all the hard-hitting practices and wants to be paid for Sundays. And if he doesn't play on Sundays, he'll lose about $900,000 a game. Once that starts happening is when Le'Veon Bell is going to come back.
Do not mind that those glasses are really foggy and hard to see through. I don't know how he does it. But when it comes to Le'Veon Bell, I think the Steelers fans for this year should be somewhat concerned if you think about it. This is a team that constantly wants to underachieve, and this did so last year. And now you're saying, oh, don't worry about Le'Veon Bell. Everything will play out exactly like last year. He'll show up late, he'll play really well, and we'll go into a postseason having these Super Bowl aspirations. You don't know if it's going to play out that way. The only thing that's keeping me positive here is, at this point, I don't know if Le'Veon Bell is that different of a dude that he's going to give up $8.5 million and miss out the first 10 games of this season. I think this is a guy who will show up, who will show you that, hey, he doesn't need all that other nonsense. I'll play for this tender, and I'll probably be on another team next year.
I think he can take a week off, really. No problem whatsoever. You know why?
No, but I think you're going to tell us now to get to your joke.
They are playing the Browns on
There
Sunday.
you go. Boom! There it is.
That's
You can
right.
take this one off.
Is Alabama's QB controversy finally over?
Oh, college football has become a largely regional sport for everybody except for Alabama, the one national team in the country that we tune into to see if they lose. They wiped the floor with Louisville this week, and Tua is their starting quarterback, and that conversation is over. But I ask you this question. If Ohio State can win with its third-string quarterback, why are we spending so much time talking about Alabama's number 1 and number 2 when you know at the end of the season they're going to be lingering around no matter who their quarterback is?
And here's what I want to know. Why did Nick Saban spend so much time saying he didn't know who the quarterback was going to be when after one game we all knew who the quarterback was going to be, which makes me even angrier about this interview he had with Maria Taylor.
All right, Coach, everyone had questions about who was going to start at quarterback when this game started. What answers did you have about your quarterbacks after watching both of them play tonight?
Well, I still like both guys. I think both guys are good players. I think both guys can help our team. All right, so why do you continually try to get me to say something that doesn't respect one of them? I'm not going to, so quit asking.
This does nothing for his team. This does not back up Jalen Hurts whatsoever. He could have said something positive about Tua and then went on to say something positive about Jalen. I don't know what the end game here is other than a coach who got really immature and decided to take it out on a reporter. And here's how you know he knew he was wrong. He doesn't do anything he doesn't want to do, and yet Nick Saban apologized for it. So I understand that it seems to be a problem when you have 2 of the 10 best quarterbacks in the nation in your backfield, but to answer the question professionally is not really that much to ask.
But he asked what the end game is. The end game, is always with Nick Saban, is total abject misery. You just wipe the floor with Louisville. Nobody can beat you. You always have the best players. How much more winning would you like to do when Jim Harbaugh has lost 9 out of his last 18 games and you've lost 9 out of your last 100? What will it take to make you happy?
Tricky Nick. He's already in the championship game.
He's already
you know?
in the championship game. That's right.
Why play the games now? I mean, that's it. Might as well give him a free ticket to the championship game.
The field against Alabama. Let's see who can knock him off.
How worrisome is it that Josh Allen couldn't beat out Nathan Peterman for the Bills QB job?
I believe the only video we have available on Nathan Peterman's Bills career is the one we're always playing, which is him in a lot of snow with ice all over his face. Now, he was good this preseason. If you look at the stats, 33 of 41 passes for 431 yards. But here's what you have in Buffalo now that they've gotten rid of Tyrod Taylor. You've got 2 quarterbacks who are not any kind of ready. He's less not ready than the other one because Josh Allen isn't any kind of ready. So, of course, you go with Peterman because you saw Josh Allen was a question mark before we started and did nothing to remove that question mark in this preseason.
If you thought the Bills had figured things out when they drafted Josh Allen, you forget that before this year, they had 10 season opening quarterbacks in the last 20 years. This is now their 11th. So Bills and quarterbacks aren't really a great situation after Jim Kelly. But the other part that's funny about this is Nathan Peterman, Mr. Efficiency, Mr. I don't do much, but I try not to mess up, beat the big arm Josh Allen here. This is what the NFL has become. You don't need the big arm anymore. When Josh Allen was number 1 on Mel Kiper's big board because of his big arm, I thought that was the most ridiculous thing ever because nobody throws it down the field anymore anyway.
What's that? What are you laughing at?
Neither of these two guys could start for Alabama. You kidding me?
He's right about that. He's right.
Traded for Tua today.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Oh, this is wacky.
Oh, we got a wacky formation. Look at this. The center's number 17.
Got to be a wide receiver.
He's snapping it to who? Oh,
Directly to the running back. For 5 yards. Fantastic, Mike Leach. You have changed football right there. Let's shorten the width of the field by two-thirds.
Next play, though.
And
Tiger
there's a
Woods
Tiger
right there,
lookalike right there.
Tiger there.
Wow, how about
Not
that?
bad.
Fooled
Needs
me
to
there.
work on the arms some, perhaps trim the belly a little bit.
Ow. Yep, you guessed it. I'm a speed bump, so I've got one job. I slow you down. So imagine how I feel about Geico, who does way more. Like, not only could they save you money on car insurance, but they've been around for over 75 years, giving people fast and friendly claim service. Ow. Plus, they got a nifty mobile app that gives you 24/7 access. Ow. Just doing my job, buddy.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Much time today thinking about his fantasy draft. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, we question them.
Toledo won 66-3.
That's correct, Papi. All right, read the question, baby.
Do you question if this is a skill punt return?
Okay, so we just got the information. You may have seen my father's natural reaction to that. The Toledo beat VMI 66-3 this weekend. Here's VMI, Virginia Military Institute, punting.
Oh, dangerous.
Oh, yeah, see, that's very clear. Hey, that's the way to start your season. 4th and 12. Have the punter stick it in the opponent's navel for a touchdown.
That play happened so quickly.
Yes.
I bet you it took more time to figure out if that was a safety or a touchdown for the person who scored it than actually doing this. At this point, it's just like, all right, this is a great play. Look at me. How many points? 2 or 6?
All right, but I got to say something. If you're going to wear, what number was that the VMI punter was wearing? Was it 88 or 98? Regardless, you can't have your punt end that way if you're going to go with one of those high numbers.
Ooh, yeah, 98.
98.
Part-time defensive end.
Only Toledo. Get it?
Okay, yeah, but if you'd said holy, we would have got it. Instead, you said only Toledo.
Nailed it.
Do you question if Mike Leach is onto something?
I love listening to Mike Leach talk. It meanders. It is kind of yammering, but Mike Leach won by 22 this weekend. What did he have to say or do?
Oh, this is wacky.
Oh, we got a wacky formation. Look at this. The center's number 17.
Got to be a wide receiver.
He's snapping it to who? Oh,
Directly to the running back. For 5 yards. Fantastic, Mike Leach. You have changed football right there. Let's shorten the width of the field by two-thirds.
Next play, though. Next play. Now, what's Wyoming got here? Nothing. Wyoming's got nothing. Another 5 yards.
We figured it out. We have fixed football, Mike Leach.
Yes.
Let's have our wide receiver snap the football, really narrow the field down, and still get 5 yards. Genius.
What? Why so cynical? It was pretty good. Those were good plays.
You know, those type of formations not always go well.
He'll snap it, actually, Colt Anderson.
Yes. There's this. The worst play in the history of professional football. That was a Colts fake punt down 27-21. Let's look at that again. Let's look at it again. For those of you who don't remember, this is a fake punt right here. Oh.
Yep. 3-on-2. The defense is going to win that every time. But hey, at least that was on Sunday Night Football for the entire country to see.
Do you question if you will want a picture with this fan?
All right, Papi, look at this. Let's look at this here from golf, the world of golf.
This long putt for birdie here. And
Tiger
there's a
Woods
Tiger
right there,
lookalike right there.
Tiger there.
Wow, how about that?
Not bad.
Fooled
Needs
me
to
there.
work on the arms some, perhaps trim the belly a little bit. Maybe turn that hat backward. I don't know if you noticed before the last turn, he had that intimidating hat turn.
I'm pretty sure my father still thinks that that's actually Tiger Woods. We've never actually seen Tiger Woods smile that way. None of us have, ever.
You knew as soon as he started interacting with fans, it was clearly a fake Tiger.
Did you see what happened when they tried to meet later on?
What happened when they tried to meet? What happened when Tiger tried to meet his impersonator? There's his impersonator, very eager to shake his hand.
Come on, Tiger. Just a wink.
No.
An acknowledgement, a turn of the head.
Nothing.
At least you know he doesn't discriminate against fans. It's all of them.
The crushing. That right there is the last 10 years of Tiger Woods' entire career. How he's looked since that golf club went through his back window.
Well, that was rude. Would you do that to this guy?
To which guy?
Hey, that's not you, Dad?
That is not me. Amazingly enough, that is not me. We fooled another one. That is just some guy in a diner in Philadelphia eating like me.
Do you question if this was a lucky shot?
We go out to Italian soccer. There is a soccer player named Fabio. Let's check in with his work. Oh,
no
that
way.
was not lucky, friends.
Luck.
That
Get
guy,
out of here.
he knew he was going to do that, and he stands there like he knew he was going to do that.
See,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
where
good.
you know he knew he was going to do that.
pretty
He
good
looks
right there.
directly to the spot where he intends it to go, and it goes there. Never mind that the celebration wasn't as great. The celebration was, I'm a gangster. When you turn that head, that's when he knew it was intentional.
Well, that was a hell of a shot, but I've seen better.
You have not seen better.
That's right. Look at that.
I don't believe it.
Look at that.
Oh, that is better. My father has seen better. He was not lying. Once
That's
again,
right.
how
Look at
could
that.
I question him? Yes,
Man.
yes. It is better to score a
Man.
goal with your heel from 40 yards out than it
On
is
the run, on the run.
also on the
That's
run.
right.
That's correct.
Highly questionable. This broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that is always Little Spoon. See? Oh no.
I am always. I like to be held. You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We tell you if we're intrigued.
On WGN, Tigers and White Sox.
A walk-off homer for the White Sox, Papi. I don't know why it is we're celebrating that exactly. Maybe it's because it comes with very good video. What do we have here? Davidson hits a walk-off homer. That's what you've got here. And then I want you to watch out of the dugout. A flying Sanchez makes an appearance. He's running out to celebrate with Davidson, but not really. Here, thank you for the arrow. Yeah!
Hey, look at me!
Yeah, me! Me! What about me? I'm going to run right past home plate.
Everything about this is me first. He actually scored before Davidson did, even though he wasn't supposed to score there. What was his role in the whole situation? I don't know. Let's celebrate me.
It's to have a red face. That was his role, just red liquid face. Izzy, are you intrigued? Are you intrigued, Izzy?
No, but I already said what I need to say.
That's right. You did already say that. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued every time I see anybody coming out of the dugout with a Gatorade can like that, Got my attention, buddy, because, you never know what he's going to do. You never know whether he's going to dump it on the batter, whether he's going to dump it on the coach, whether he's going to stop in there, open the can and drink some Gatorade. That's what is beautiful about this thing.
Nobody has ever put that much thought into the Gatorade bag.
It is. It's what's beautiful about it.
On ESPN, the U.S. Open quarterfinals.
Nadal is playing. Serena is playing. Papi's fired up for some reason. You want to get Papi fired up? How about talking about some chicken fingers at the U.S. Open? I give you chicken fingers. This... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. No. Papi does not care. He is undeterred. That is...
Look at that dipping.
Okay, my father doesn't mind. He doesn't care. It's still chicken. Izzy, are you intrigued?
Oh my God, I'm intrigued by the tennis. I'm entirely grossed out. That is not how you make like Coca-Cola sauces. Other ingredients are involved.
Yes, that's true. Papi, how about you? Are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued, but she's doing it all wrong, man. The way to do it is you tear the chicken all in small pieces, you put it inside that Coke, and then you drink it all. That's the way you do it, you know what I mean? That's a hell of a...
He ran out of material. It's a hell of a something. He didn't have anything after that. He was
appetizer.
Oh, there it is. Perfect comedic timing.
On AT&T Pittsburgh, Reds and Pirates.
The best part of the Reds the last 10 years has been Joey Votto. The best part of Joey Votto the last 10 years is Joey Votto being mean to fans. That's been wildly entertaining. But here he's not being mean. Here he's being nice.
Trevor Williams.
So the Votto shirts, those were discontinued, in 2012, and Votto wants one. Thank you. All right. Oh, is that all he gets, the fist pound?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a nice
He
trade.
gets a jersey. That's a good trade. I really hope Votto goes out wearing his Joey Votto shirt. That's the only way anyone outside of Cincinnati would recognize him. Izzy, are you intrigued?
Not so much, because you can make that Joey Votto for President shirt for like $10 on any sort of website. So, yeah, it was a little bit too much.
Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. That gives me an idea. It gives me an idea. You want to trade shirts?
Hey, I like that one. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Come on. Really? Really? We're going to do this? Okay.
I mean, it's an ideal fit.
Streaming on Netflix, Ultimate Beastmaster.
You may have wondered to yourself, where have Tiki Barber and CM Punk been? And the answer is together on a TV show.
This is as gnarly and as nasty as it gets when it comes to obstacle competition.
It's an all-new tournament-style competition. May the best man win.
Man or woman?
So we just broke
That's what I'm talking about. This is nail-biting stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ultimate Beastmaster. It doesn't get any better than this.
It does get better than that, and it's called Ninja Warrior, American Ninja Warrior. Izzy, are you intrigued?
Yeah, sure. By the way, if you would have taken off the undershirt, I think it's a better look for you. I know you can't really button that up,
squeezed in there pretty good. Papi, it is a little bit tight. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, are you kidding me? See, I'm very intrigued. But listen, I don't think that man should have tried out for that show.
He looks so serious. He looks ready.
Right there, he's broken. He's already broken.
Right about there. You see, there's a hand coming out from the water.
There's a smile. It's over.
Not a lot of confidence
it's over.
There it is.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for being a part of the voyage. That shirt is so large on him.
Hey, it's Danny Amendola.
I look fit in this shirt.
I mean, be careful. That button is hanging on by a thread, literally.
I can hear it groaning. I can hear that button going, ah!